In the silence of the night, when the world falls asleep, when the noise fades away, there is one sound that still echoes in the heart of every soul. The sound of an unanswered question. Why do I feel stuck? Why does greatness seem so distant, so unreachable?
And in that quiet moment, when you stand alone with your thoughts, stripped of your masks, stripped of your excuses, a voice deep within whispers, "You were not born to be average. You were not crafted for mediocrity. Listen."
The world you see outside is merely a reflection of the world you've built within. The wars you fight externally are only shadows of the battles you refuse to face inside yourself. There is a fire that longs to rise inside you, a storm that sleeps beneath your skin. And all it takes is for you to ignite it. The greatest war is not against others, but against the parts of yourself that keep you small. This journey, it isn't about chasing power. It isn't about chasing validation or applause or wealth. It's about remembering the truth of who you are. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. This is not just scripture. It is law. Everything you seek already exists inside of you. But to unlock it, to unleash it, you must master yourself. This world doesn't bow to talent alone. It kneels before those who are consistent. Those who show up day after day, night after night, when no one watches, when no one praises, when no one claps. Power isn't given. It's forged in the furnace of discipline, in the fires of self-conquest. Close your eyes for a moment, breathe deeply. Feel your heart beat. That's your proof. You are still here. You are still alive. You are still capable of rewriting your story. That the two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Let this sink in, because what I'm about to tell you isn't merely advice. It isn't tips or tricks. These are ancient habits, time-tested, soul-proven, that will make you not only powerful but unstoppable. These habits are spiritual contracts between you and your higher self. They aren't easy. They demand everything from you. Your attention, your sacrifice, your devotion. But in return, they give you back the most precious gift of all, mastery over yourself. Are you ready? Not just to hear, but to feel the truth? Let your heart open. Let your pride fall. And listen as if your future depends on it. Because it does. Now, before I reveal these sacred disciplines, I want you to understand this. These are not merely steps. They are pillars. They are rivers that will carve through the hardest parts of your being until they shape a new you. One discipline over mood. This is where everything begins. And this is where most people fall. The weak live by how they feel. They only act when it's easy. They only move when they are motivated. They only work when their emotions are in alignment. But the truth is brutal and pure. If you only work when you feel like it, you will always be a slave to your mood. Discipline is not about forcing yourself. It is about choosing yourself. Choosing your future over your feelings. Choosing your purpose over your passing moods. Choosing the call of your destiny over the cries of your comfort. There will be mornings when your body feels heavy, nights when your heart feels broken. Moments when everything inside you says, not today, rest, quit, stop. But the ones who rise beyond mediocrity are not those who avoid these feelings. They face them. They stand eye to eye with their weakness, and they say firmly, "You do not control me anymore." Discipline is doing what must be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. It is not about punishment. It is about freedom. Freedom from the chains of inconsistency. Freedom from the prison of procrastination. Freedom from the toxic comfort of laziness. When you master this, when you move regardless of mood, you become dangerous, unstoppable, relentless. Because nothing can break the one who has mastered their own mind. And here's the deeper truth. Your mood will change. Your emotions will shift. But discipline Discipline will carry you through storms, through deserts, through darkness itself. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to wait for a perfect moment. The act of moving forward creates the moment. The habit of action summons the energy. Discipline is sacred. It is the language of warriors, the heartbeat of kings, the breath of every soul that refuses to bow to their old self. And once it lives in you, nothing, not fear, not doubt, not exhaustion, can stop the one who has learned to obey their higher calling over their temporary mood. This is where you awaken your inner power. Baku, sacred morning rituals. There is a quiet, holy hour, a sacred moment when the world still sleeps, when the streets are empty, when the sun has not yet risen. And in that silence, the universe whispers to those who dare to listen. This is the hour of the beginning. The moment when the first steps of the day are carved, and with them the first strokes of your destiny. Your mornings. They are not to be wasted. They are not to be rushed through with scrolling, noise, or distraction. They are your temple, your altar, the place where you meet your higher self. For how you greet the morning is how the world will greet you. Understand this deeply. Every powerful, consistent, unstoppable soul has one thing in common. They guard their mornings like treasure. They design their mornings as a spiritual ceremony, a nearly a routine, but a ritual. It is here, in the first light, that your spirit is clearest. It is here that you plant the seeds of clarity, discipline, and intention. It is here that you decide, today, I will not be a slave to chaos. Your morning is the compass that directs every hour that follows. If you begin scattered, you will drift all day. If you begin grounded, nothing will shake you. This is not about perfection. This is about alignment. Waking with purpose, breathing with intention, moving with grace, and above all, remembering who you are before the world tries to make you forget. Silence, gratitude, movement, stillness, reflection. These are not small acts. They are weapons of spiritual warfare. They sharpen your focus. They ignite your inner fire. They shield you from the storms ahead. Do not treat your mornings casually. They are the gateway between the old you and the new you. They are the sacred doorway between who you were and who you are becoming. When you master the dawn, you master your fate. And here's the most powerful truth of all. The world belongs to those who rise before it does. Your future is not built in grand, dramatic moments. It is built in quiet, consistent, unseen hours while others sleep. Honor your mornings, and life will honor you. Mastery of focus in every age, in every generation, there has always been one true currency. Not gold, not silver, not land, but focus. Where your focus goes, your life flows. Focus is not simply attention. It is the sharp edge of the soul. It is the sword that cuts through confusion, noise, and distraction. And in today's world, distraction is everywhere. Calling your name, whispering in your ear, pulling you from your purpose. But here is the eternal law. You cannot create anything powerful if you are divided within yourself. Split attention creates weak results. Scattered energy leads to wasted potential. A distracted mind lives in circles, repeating the same mistakes, never moving forward. But the focused mind is a storm. Unstoppable, precise, ruthless, in pursuit. It sees what it wants and bends reality to get it. And this is where many fall. They think they can chase everything and still win. They think they can juggle chaos and still make progress. But the truth is simple. You can have anything you desire, but you cannot have everything at once. You must choose your target. You must lock in on your mission. You must protect your focus like a warrior guards their sword. Focus is sacred. It is spiritual warfare in a distracted world. When you reclaim it, you reclaim your life. Ask yourself, what am I feeding my mind? What voices am I allowing into my soul? What am I truly focused on? Right now, because here's the truth no one tells you. What you focus on, you become. Focus on doubt, and you become fear. And you become fear. Focus on growth, and you become unstoppable. Focus on what you lack, and you will live in scarcity. Focus on what you're building, and you will live in abundance. This is why the masters, the legends, the spiritual giants throughout history, they practiced stillness. They practiced solitude. They guarded their focus above all else. They knew that clarity of mind is the doorway to divine power. So today, decide what deserves your energy, what truly matters. Then burn everything else away. Do not multitask your life into pieces. Laser your energy into the few things that will change everything. Focus is not a skill, it is a way of living. When you master it, you become like water, calm, still, but capable of cutting through stone. The world bows to those who have mastered their focus. Focus. Because they cannot be shaken, seduced, or distracted. They move in silence. They move in certainty. And they always arrive. 4. The power of delayed gratification there is a hidden power. A quiet, ancient force that separates the weak from the strong, the forgotten from the remembered, the common from the legendary. It is the power of delayed gratification. We live in a world of speed, where everything screams for your attention, where every click promises instant reward, where every temptation says, why? Wait? But let me tell you this eternal truth. Those who trade their future for fleeting pleasure will always live in regret. The strongest souls, the unshakable spirits, the ones who seem to walk above the storms of life, they understand this. I do not sacrifice what I want most for what I want now. This is not about denial. This is about divine patience. It is about knowing that the seeds you plant today will not bear fruit tomorrow. But if you water them with consistency, one day they will grow into forests no storm can tear down. And to town. Every time you resist the pull of instant comfort, every time you say a no to the easy road, every time you choose to wait, you are not losing anything. You are winning, silently, secretly, powerfully. Because while others are chasing crumbs of dopamine, you are building an empire within. Delayed gratification is the ability to see beyond the moment, to feel the hunger but still fast, to crave comfort but still endure, to ache for results but still persist in the shadows. This is not a trick for success. It is a spiritual discipline. It is an alchemy of the soul, turning weakness into wisdom, desire into discipline, impulse into insight. Every time you say, I will wait, I will work, I will not rush, you are sharpening your spirit, you are strengthening your will, you are unlocking a deeper, higher self. And here's what they will never tell you. The most beautiful things in life are not rushed, not hurried, not seized instantly. They are earned through time, through faith, through unwavering patience. The oak does not become mighty overnight. The diamond is not formed in days. The river does not carve through mountains in weeks. It is persistence. It is time. It is the refusal to surrender to immediacy. Those who can wait, those who can work in silence while others play, those who can sacrifice comfort for greatness, they are the ones who inherit the earth. Let this truth settle into your bones. Everything worth having requires everything worth giving. Your dreams are not microwave meals. They are slow-cooked miracles. And when they finally arrive, oh, how sweet they taste. Master the power of delayed gratification, and you will master the very flow of life itself. Relentless self-reflection, there is a mirror that most people fear to face. A mirror that does not flatter, that does not lie, that shows the truth in its rawest, most unforgiving form. This mirror is self-reflection. Most souls run from it. They hide behind noise, they bury themselves in distractions. They numb their thoughts with endless entertainment because they are afraid. afraid to see what lies beneath the surface. But here is the undeniable truth. You will never conquer the world outside until you conquer the world within. Self-reflection is not about judgment. It is not about guilt. It is about awakening. It is about opening your eyes and standing naked before yourself, seeing your patterns, your weaknesses, your toxic habits, and yes, your hidden brilliance. Without self-reflection, you are doomed to repeat the same mistakes. Without it, you will walk in circles, chasing dreams with a blindfold on, forever frustrated by your lack of progress. But those who dare to stop, to sit alone in silence, to ask the hard questions, to listen, not to the noise of the world, but to the quiet voice within. Ask yourself, why do I keep falling into the same traps? What am I still avoiding? Where am I lying to myself? These are not comfortable questions, but they are necessary ones. Because every time you answer them honestly, you peel away another layer of your old self. You tear down another wall that keeps you from freedom. You release another chain that binds your potential. Self-reflection is not weakness. It is courage. It is standing before your own soul and saying, I am ready to grow, no matter what it costs. And here is the spiritual truth hidden in plain sight. Your greatest answers have always been within you, not in books, not in mentors, not in the world outside. The universe has placed all wisdom, all guidance, all power within your own heart. But to access it, you must first listen. Every evening before you close your eyes, ask yourself, did I live today fully? Did I honor my highest self? Where did I fall short? And how can I rise stronger tomorrow? These are not rituals of guilt. They are rituals of rebirth. Each night becomes a death of the old self. Each morning, a resurrection of the new. The unexamined life is not worth living, but the examined life. It is a sacred, powerful journey of endless growth. Those who reflect, they evolve, they sharpen, they ascend, they ascend. And here's the deepest secret of all. The more you know yourself, the less anyone can control you. Master relentless self-reflection, and you will become the sculptor of your destiny, the alchemist of your own spirit. This is how true power is born. Quietly, honestly, relentlessly, within. Seek unbreakable faith. In the process, there is a force, a quiet, unseen current that carries those who trust it. A river beneath every struggle, every hardship, every failure. It is the force of faith in the process. Many speak of success. Many crave power, wealth, mastery. But when storms arise, when progress slows, when everything seems to fall apart, they abandon their path. They curse their fate. They question their worth. Why? Because they never learn to trust the process. Understand this, everything in life moves in seasons. Winter comes before spring. Night falls before dawn. Storms rage before the calm returns. No seed grows without first breaking apart beneath the soil. No tree reaches the sky without first wrestling with the wind. You will not. There will be seasons in your journey where everything feels heavy, where doors close, where progress halts, where life tests every ounce of your will. And in those moments, when others quit, when others scream in frustration, when others look for shortcuts or distractions, you must stand still. You must anchor yourself in something deeper than results. You must root yourself in faith. Not blind faith, not empty hope, but the quiet, unshakable belief that every step, every setback, every delay is sculpting you into who you were meant to become. The universe does not forget effort. The soil does not ignore the seed. What you are building in silence today will one day shout in public, but only if you endure. Here is the law you must burn into your heart. Results are not your job. Obedience to the process is. You show up. You plant the seeds. You water them with patience and consistency. You do not worry about when the harvest will come, because it always does. When you master this faith, you become untouchable. Because while others panic, you remain steady. While others doubt, you remain grounded. While others quit, you keep rising again and again. Because you know everything is unfolding exactly as it must. You are not falling behind. Oh, behind.
You are not forgotten. You are being prepared. The delays, the detours, the hardships, they are not punishments. They are lessons. They are tests of your patience, refinements of your character. Every great soul in history has walked through this fire.
They were all shaped by time, pressure, and faith. It is not passive, it is active. It is showing up day after day, moving forward in the dark, working while no one claps, trusting the invisible process that governs all things. When you trust the process, you no longer chase the outcome. You simply become the type of person who wins, who succeeds, who ascends, because your spirit is aligned with the rhythm of life itself. Remember this, the process always rewards the faithful. Let your heart rest in this truth. Let your hands keep building. Let your spirit keep trusting. Because in the end, it is not about when it happens. It is about who you become through it. Now, you hold the full circle of these 6 powers, and the world will soon witness the one who has mastered them. And now, here we stand. At the edge of everything you were, and everything you are about to become. 6 forces, 6 flames, 6 ancient disciplines. Each one a key. Each one a door. Each one a mirror that shows you the face of your true, awakened self. But listen closely. This is not the kind of wisdom that stays in words alone. This is not a message to simply hear and forget. This is a summons, a calling to your higher self. Because in the end, no mentor, no teacher, no voice will walk this path for you. This is your mountain to climb. Your burden to carry, your glory to claim. You have been shown the way. You have felt the fire. You have heard the truth whisper through every word spoken here today. Now the question remains, will you rise? Not someday, not when it's convenient, not when you feel ready, but now. Because life does not wait for the hesitant. It rewards the bold. It crowns the relentless. It blesses the consistent. You know the path now. It's not hidden anymore. It's been carved into your soul tonight. You've been reminded, power is not given. It is earned. It is earned. And it is earned in the dark, in the quiet, in the moments no one else will see. But one day, they will see. One day, they will ask you, how did you change? How did you rise? How did you become this unshakable, powerful, disciplined force? And on that day, you will smile quietly, because you will know the truth. I chose the path that few dare to walk. I embraced the discipline that most avoid. I trusted the process when all others doubted. And I mastered myself first. And I mastered myself first before I mastered anything else. And become everything you were meant to be. Your story isn't waiting. It's already begun.